Welcome back to the channel. Today somebody posted something on social media and it was to do with investing, and it was very simply, the goal is to get 51% of your decisions right, and if you do that and you manage risk, you will come out on top or up. And I really accept and believe that. And in my day job as an investor, one of the things I constantly look at is the analysis of the companies and so on and so forth. And really what you're trying to do is to get, I wouldn't call it an unfair advantage, but you're trying to get an edge, to do the hard work, to give you the conviction to make the decision to risk your capital for a result down the line. By the way, we're just on the main square here in this local town, and you can see these beautiful Christmas lights out. Really nice, lovely, Bon Nadal. Lovely. Anyway, all that aside, it got me thinking about life's not that much different, because there's all these decisions that you're faced with, and all you're trying to do is just get more right than wrong. And as much as you spend your time trying to make the right decision, fundamentally it is a gamble. It is a bet that you're making. It's not like you can get all the decisions and at the end of it, you know you're going to make the right decision. It just doesn't work like that. If only. What you're trying to do is get the information to get a more probable outcome, to make a better decision. Still can go wrong though. And if you get more right than you get wrong, you're doing all right. It got me thinking about a few decisions in my life. There's lots of mistakes I've made, but there's a few big ones, really big ones, I thought I'd share with you, that I think I've nailed, that I think I've got right. So the first one is actually settling down with my now wife, then girlfriend. And that was a massive decision, because at 24 I was possibly in danger of going off the rails a little bit. I was socializing a lot, let's say, and if I'd have gone another direction and not found my partner, now wife, I think it could have been very different. It grounded me, it made me more stable, and frankly, saved me quite possibly. The second was quitting my job. There was a couple of definitive moments where I was offered redundancies and lots of different things happened, but fundamentally I ended up working for myself. And I was 20, maybe 26, 25 at the time. I'd worked myself a little bit. I'd also worked as an employee, and that circumstance of finding the courage to work for myself, I've never looked back. Over 15 years of doing that now, building businesses, and it gave me the confidence and the courage to do bigger things. The small things lead to the bigger things. The sort of muscle, if you like, grows of taking risks. And if I hadn't have done that, I may have done it later, but taking the bull by the horns and so on was huge for me. And those two were quite a while ago. I think really and truly, the last one I want to touch on here is moving to Spain, because finding the confidence to do that, even I knew I wanted to do it, I just struggled to find the confidence for a number of years, quite a few years, and it was getting to that point where I felt if we don't do this now, we will not do it. We'll find more reasons to not do it. You know, the kids are older, things are different in the UK, and so on and so forth. So it was very much a case of, I don't know this is going to work out, but I've done my due diligence, and I think it's now got the best probabilistic outcome of working out. And that's all you can do. All these decisions are still mini gambles, mini bets. All you can do is do the hard work to give yourself the best possible chance of it working, but understanding that it is still fundamentally a gamble, a bet. But that's fun as well. And if you get 51% right and you manage your risk as best as you can, you win. You will be in a better place. And that is really, for me anyway, a bit of a mantra for life. Try and get 55 or even 51% of my decisions bang on, whether it's an investment, whether it's a life decision like moving to Spain, or, you know, buying this or doing that or changing this or that. If you can get your rule of 51, I think you're probably doing better than most people. And at the end of the day, when you do that due diligence, at the end of it, you cannot expect to feel like, yep, done. There's no anxiety, there's no worries, there's no fear. All you're doing is getting to a point of where you're brave enough to take the step, you're brave enough to leap, but understanding that it is still a leap at the end. That bit never goes away. And in my coaching, in my day job as a coach for 20 years, the people that want that to disappear, the fear, the anxiety, are the ones that struggle the most. It's the people that want to get comfortable with that, understanding it never disappears, that achieve the most. What about you? What decisions have you got right in your life? Share them in the comments, I'd love to hear them. There are some more, and maybe I'll share that in another video. I can think of a couple that would be good ones, but I'm going to save them for that next video, I think. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Life is for living. And now I've got to go and pick my son up from martial arts. He's probably got a new stripe on his belt, a new move to share with me. The other day he jumped on me, a surprise attack, and actually moved into like a textbook single leg takedown entry from mixed martial arts. I was really, really impressed. I'm like, wow, that's super cool. I thought you were doing karate. He's like, no, we're doing this grappling and all that kind of stuff as well. So there you go. Have a great day. My best. I'll see you in the next one.